Hey there. Hi, Delphie. Okay, so, hey everyone. Welcome to my Bonesai Oasis, and welcome to the introduction of Delphie. Now, Delphie doesn't pose for cameras very well, so my camera is about 50 feet that way. Can you smile at the camera, Delph? So, welcome to Bonesai Acres. So I don't know if you can hear the water running in the background, but today we're gonna get all these jugs filled with water, and then we're gonna put the hose and water all the trees because we still have not had water up here in so long. Delphie, you wanna say hi to the people out there? Yeah, oh, hi. Okay, so the only way to get Delphie to come to me is to say come. She's very good. Treats help if it's a worst case scenario, but she loves the Frisbee and she loves the football, so let's give it a toss. Ready, Delphie? Go get it, come on. Oh, something flew up. You lost the football. I'm all done with that, she said. So let's see if I can get her in for a treat. Delphie, come. Come. Good girl. Good girl. Can you sit? Can you sit? Good. Can you shake? Oh, you're such a good puppy. Here you go. All right. So this is my daughter's dog, Delphie, and she is up at Bonesai Acres. Oh, it came right back at me. Sorry, Delph. Delphie. Oh, there it is. All right, so we got some work to do at Bonesai Acres, but today's a chill day with the dogs. So I am a grandpa. I got a grand dog up here with me, taking care of Delphie, where my daughter is out having fun. And needed a day and a half without the dog. So here we are. So watering today, and then who knows? We may just sit in the hammock with Delphie for a little while. Delphie, where'd you go? Come on. So being this is the first time I've had a dog up here by myself, and the dog is not owned by me, I knew I'd keep this to pretty light activity up here, and it's a good day to do this. The sun is out, wall to wall, blue skies, and so my solar array is pumping up the water from the well. I have the filter attached between the hoses, so it's being filtered before it gets to me here. So hopefully I'm giving these trees just really good, much cleaner water, less iron with the issues I've been having with the iron from my well. So a lot of watering, you know, and the flow is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. This is more water than these trees have gotten in a couple of weeks. I do give them some individual watering can waters once in a while. But I knew today on this trip, with the drought we've had up here, and in my property in particular, it's been dry. The rain keeps going above and below and around. So we're giving a really good soaking of all the trees today to make sure that they are good and healthy. There's the jingle jingle of a Delphie. Thanks for staying close, puppy. Oh, you brought the football. Hey, you bring it over here, I'll throw it. But you know, you don't let go of the ball. Come on, come here. Football? Oh no. Okay, see you later. We'll play later. I know I'm filming and watering the trees, and I'm not giving you as much attention right now. So some of these trees have been in the ground. For those of you new to the channel, whether it's Bonesai Acres or Dave's Bonsai, I started this project back around COVID, 2019, 2020-ish. I had a plot of land from a family friend, and I had about 100 trees in the ground when I started. I think I got 20 balsam fir, 20 Fraser fir, 20 Korean, 20 white, and 20 red. And either 10 of each or 20 of each. Couple bucks a tree back then. And a little bit more now. Transportation costs going up and all that good stuff. But yeah, some of those trees are still alive. Many of them are in the ground right now that I'm watering. So they are 6 years growing and counting. It's 2026, of course, as I film this. For those of you watching current time, if this is a flashback for some of you, yeah, this is 2026, the summer of. We're in August. It's hot and there's been no rain for weeks. And I'm talking no substantial rain, a couple of drips in here and there, but it has been far removed. Got a collected yew right here. This thing has looked really, really rough. But this left side of the tree over here has all kinds of foliage up there. So it doesn't mean it's alive like long term and it's going to survive this winter, but I hope it does and continues to put on growth on that side of the tree. We'll chop most of this off, do some carving on this, and it's a Yamadori from my buddy Alan's house. And so Mark, my partner, and Alan, my partner in Triple Root Bonsai, and we dug up his 5 trees. He took 2, and Mark and I took 1, and the 5th one was kind of a dud. And Mark says his isn't doing so well. Alan has 1 in the ground that's doing really well. He just repositioned it in a raised bed, and he thinks it's doing really, really well. I've seen it recently, and it looks great. So my yew there has got some green, not much. We're going to hope for the best. I got a couple of larch in the back here. These were one of my first trees I planted back here because I love the larch. I want to have a lot more. The other fenced-in area has about 40 trees in there, and there's a half a dozen here. They survived the first winter just fine. Or no, has it been 2 winters already? Because this is fenced-in area number 1. I put this in a couple of years ago. So this is Bonesai Acres. This is Dave's Bonsai kind of part 2, where I'm growing trees in the ground. And you'll hear everybody say that if you want thick trees, put your trees in the ground. You know, get them out of those bonsai pots until they can be more than just a stick in a pot. And I've had this discussion on my channel several times and with people on the bonsai YouTube community, the BYC with Dave Harding from Dreaming of Bonsai. And our BYC has covered that a little bit. And yeah, put them in the ground if you can. Well, not a lot of people have 5 acres like I do. I'm very fortunate, making my dream come true. And I hope someday I have several people perusing these trees and tagging a tree for themselves. I'm going to kind of get them into that pre-bonsai shape, give them some curve, give them some texture, cut off the tips, grow, cut back, you know, sacrificial branches and all that. And we're we're hoping we're going to have some really fun, pretty trees. Now, I'll never be able to be anything like Telperian Farms, if you all know that name. And unfortunately for that crew of people out on the West Coast, they had a big fire a couple years back, and so a lot of the bonsai community got together and salvaged as many trees as they could from up there at Telperian Farms. And so this is a small little Minnesota version of that. We've got trees that are hardy to the area. And yeah, I hope some people come on up and enjoy some bonsai camaraderie, some community around bonsai, and live face-to-face, you know, potluck style, have people bring some treats and food, and we will do bonsai. And so, almost wrapping up watering garden number 2 after I did garden number 1 already. The trees up there are a little bit in closer proximity. They're younger, and they're all doing pretty good. A couple larches have passed, but almost everything else is doing really good. So, got a jack pine here, got several up at the other fenced-in area. So we're going to keep watering and finish this up, and then I'm going to play with Delphie a little bit because I know she's sad and lonely and wants me to stop watering trees. Come on, Dave. But Bonsai Acres, taking care of Dave's trees. So Delphie is meeting my friend the swan. You're not going to jump in, are you, Delph? So this swan has been here every time I've been on the river and doesn't fly. What do you think, Delph? So I figured a nice light, full semi-light task while Delphie was up here so I could keep an eye on her was to do some more clearing of parts of the property. And now the clearing I had in mind for this trip was the area around the cabin build, because I'm gonna have to stage things. The excavator has to come up in this area and you know, be able to fit, and I want to see where I'm going and the crevices and holes, the tree stumps and all that. And so I brought the lawnmower up here, I brought my rake up here, I brought the loppers up here, and I was able to clear off a really good amount of small trees, medium trees, and just clear out a really nice area. So what's really exciting about clearing out this area is this really fantastic branch from the oak tree here in the property. It's one of the 3 big oaks, and look at this branch, y'all. And it was so covered by the small trees and weeds, you couldn't really see it. It starts up over here over my left shoulder, and it swoops up on that branch, but down here it comes down, swoops, comes towards the camera, splits right there into 2, and has this long tentacle. And as you can tell, when I shake it, yeah, That's amazing that that's staying up. But it bows down so much, it's not like weight like this on a branch, it's kind of weight like this, so I don't know if it's got as much pressure there at the shoulder piece. Plus there's a counterweight up there, but look at that magnificent branch. So this year, I chopped off a piece right here and let it grow up there because my deck will come out to about right here. My 8-foot deck will be right about here, and so this may have to go at some level, but it's pretty phenomenal branch on this beautiful oak tree. So all this area is cleared away to probably store a lot of the dirt from right there at the cabin, and so I got a lot of this cleared out, which is super nice, over to where the old cottonwood was. So it looks really, really open. It looks really different and super, super satisfying to have more of this cleared away. And then when I do have a cabin over here, and this is a deck someday, I do want this cleared out so I can see my trees, I can see the bog in the distance, and just a nice, fantastic view of the 3 big oaks and all the little oaks and the pines and the property up on here, the hill. And this will be the deck, and I'll be about this high off the ground. So this is a good indication of what it'll kind of look like. So super fantastic. I'm super excited about the progress. And Delphie, she's just pooped out. She's sitting over in the shade. I'll see if I get a snapshot before she gets up and wants to play again of what she's doing while I'm yapping. A wonderful, wonderful day up at Bonesai Acres, playing with Delphie, some Shinrin Yokus, cleaning a little bit, and watering all the trees. I even got some water in the river just to see how that's looking these days. Fantastic, super duper, so excited. Hanging out in the shade, loving life. Yeah, well-deserved nap. All right, there's the latest clearing. I'm hoping to get rid of this mound with the excavator and flatten some of this out. Circles all the way around. And that up there by my fingertip is the lawnmower. And now I have a trail all the way to the trail that leads to the cabin, which is up over there somewhere. So big trails, so we can walk a lot of places without wood ticks. Good morning, everyone. The orange pinkish sky is calling for some sun to come up above the shed in a little bit. Delphie was licking my face at 5:55 this morning, so we weren't going to be sleeping in. So I wanted to work on a tree this weekend. So we did some clearing yesterday, and today is going to be a little bit about a tree day. And this is the Amur Maple that grows like a weed, and we did trim it up this summer, only about a couple of weeks ago. Starting to get some new foliage here, some new stretching out, which is nice. Got that real nice kind of reddish color to these leaves. And so new growth, it's still got energy, it's wonderful. But I wanted to carve last time I was there, but I never got a chance to do that. So I have my Blue Eddy all set up, power station, and I've got my Dremel here. So truth be told, I have no idea what I'm doing with carving trees, but this is going to be my ode to Dan Robinson and doing a little carving. And if anything else, just these cut points. I mean, this is a straight cut. This is a straight cut. I kind of whittled away at this one and this one last time, and this with one of my knob cutters. But I'm going to go ahead and just do a little bit of damage with this Dremel tool here. Yeah, and you know, play a little bit. Try to make things look like it maybe broke off more than it was cut off. Now I love this little hole here in this design here, so I don't want to go too crazy on this one. So maybe I'll start back here, and we're just gonna play a little bit this morning as the sun rises and kind of see how things go. You want to play frisbee. Drop it. Drop it. Well, I can't throw it to you unless you drop it, silly dog. Well, Delphie found that interesting. So, after just a little bit of Dremel in here, created this little cave right in here, and this nice, nice little indentation there. Now this looks a lot more natural than it was just a flat cut. And so I'm just going to leave that there for now and work on a couple of the other ones, because I've got one back here, up top here, and back over here. So I've got several to work on, and it'll be a work in progress. But that's kind of a better look already, just like this was ripped off a little bit. And with some more sun and weathering, maybe they'll start to look a little bit more natural. So let's putz with this one, because this one will probably go pretty fast, I think. So I've touched all areas a little bit and kind of made them less straight cut. These two have turned out the best so far. This just looks like it's kind of getting old and crusty, and weather took some gouges out of it, plus a rip maybe here in the trunk originally. And then right here, just getting some of that surface, actually the color from the discoloration of my water system, iron. You can see this is more now carved wood, and this is the iron color. But hopefully over time this can weather. We can probably put some lime sulfur on this and maybe get it all more pasty. But it just looks more natural. I'm not good at this. I haven't done this very much at all, once or twice in the past. So just kind of experimenting and seeing where it goes. And I found that if you just go where a natural dead part of the tree is, and all of a sudden you hit a groove in here, it kind of peels it away naturally for you. And now here's a piece of bark that's just kind of coming off here. Yeah, so it kind of, you find a groove in the wood, and it actually almost lends your eye to be able to carve something that's more dead already, naturally dead, so you just kind of follow that contour. So yeah, we'll put a little lime sulfur on this here eventually to kind of protect all this dying wood here, because this is a deciduous tree. A lot of people don't do dead wood on deciduous, but again, an ode to Dan Robinson, just having a little fun today. You know, just cranking on some of these old cut points. So taking a peek at the back, the tall center branch, this back one I carved a little bit out of here. This one looks a little chunky right now, but I'm going to leave it there. This one right here, also starting to carve a little bit towards the bottom front here, and just getting it a little bit less like it was cut by a saw. We come down here, and we got the bottom of this cluster down here with this is an old stump that might just, you know, smooth out over time, but gave that some rough edges here, not looking too bad. And then the back side of the branch that grew up to the right of it there. Let's come over here. Just kind of ripping it down a little bit, making it look a little jaggy. I kind of stopped right there. That's a little bit more jagged. I think the camera's having a tough time focusing in there. But then the front part there, those bottom pieces, got this hollowed out hole. There's kind of a little hole back there that I just gouged out more. And it makes it look a lot older. It's not looking too bad. So you pull back and you look at this forest, and you know, it's a lot better than straight edges. It looks like age. And if I can go ahead and lime sulfur this and get a little more pale and white and protect the wood, we'll be in good shape. So I got some carving done. Not too bad. I'm not a carver. This is just practice, and this is a fun one. Amur Maple, by the way. Amur Maple grows like a weed, and it's this multi-trunk that I collected with my friend Steve. I'll have to show him a snapshot of this. starting to come together. But what needs to come together now is this Frisbee with Delphie. Look at it. You probably can't see, she's off camera. Arm up in the air, she's poised and ready to go. So we're going to toss this around, we're going to play, we're going to stop with the trees today. Another great trip up to Bonesai Acres. As always, it's always lovely up here. Hey, until the next time, take care of you, take care of your bonsai, and until soon. Ready? Here we go. There we go.